Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Modern Warfare 3. What if I were to tell you that Activision loves to fix things that aren't broken? Like Prestige Mode, for example. It was tried and true, people loved it, it's been used for years, then suddenly, with Modern Warfare 2019, they just threw it out the window for really no reason, and we've never seen a proper Prestige system ever return to COD. Well, we just learned that they're also going to be changing up how the campaigns are going to work going forward, thanks to Tom Henderson over on his website, Insider Gaming. Link to that down there in the description. If you guys don't know Tom Henderson, he's one of the most credible leakers and industry insiders out there, and he has learned that Black Ops Gulf War, as well as COD 2025, which is going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2, they're apparently going to be following suit with what Sledgehammer did here with Modern Warfare 3 in terms of having an open world campaign, though apparently it's going to be much better because the campaign in Black Ops Gulf War is going to be built from the ground up as compared to having these stupid missions right here that we had in Modern Warfare 3 where they literally would just take ground war maps or existing multiplayer maps and then just be like, all right, well, you're here, there might be an objective over there, you can go look over there, just run around and have fun. You're basically playing the multiplayer but against AI. It was really goofy, it was really off-putting, but apparently with Black Ops Gulf War, the campaign is going to be built from the ground up by Raven Software and not be reusing multiplayer assets or things like that. Now, to quote the article directly, they say, currently, the game's open world will see the player and their squad navigate the map more akin to that of Far Cry than anything we've seen in the Call of Duty universe. Players will be able to utilize vehicles to get around, as well as using a fast travel system to get from one point to the next. Although the scope of how many linear missions there will be remains to be seen, sources confirmed that some linear missions, which is what we're used to, will be integrated into the game. The campaign developed by Raven Software will see the return of some Black Ops characters, including Adler, who will be part of your team. Then COD 2025, of course, is going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 2, and that's also going to follow the open world concept for its campaign, mostly as a way to kind of streamline development for all the different developers that are going to be working on the upcoming Call of Duty campaigns. This is really odd news to me. Now, you guys know me, I focus on the multiplayer, but I do play the campaigns of the different Call of Duty titles that come out. Typically, I play them once, I go, okay, that's what happens in the story, then I never touch them again. I know some people are very much invested in the Call of Duty story, however, they really want to know what happens to all these characters that survived Black Ops Cold War as we navigate further into Black Ops Gulf War, right? People are invested in the story, they like characters like Woods and Adler and things like that, and I don't feel like giving us an open world Far Cry style of a game is the best way to go about that. Like, I feel like it has potential, for sure. I mean, it could be really good, but I always thought that Call of Duty campaigns that followed the linear formula, you know, the formula that we've had for like virtually every COD ever up until Modern Warfare 3, I just feel like that's the best way to go about the story, because let's be honest here, COD storytelling is not that deep. It's mostly like an action movie that you play through. Some people live, some people die, some people turn on others, other people you thought are dead, they show back up. It's literally just an action movie that you play through, but instead of having it be like that action movie where it's always bam, 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 new things happening, you're gonna be like stuck out there in the open world going, okay, where the hell do I go next? Like, what am I supposed to do here? You know, I don't see the reason why they're doing this to begin with. I don't know. It might be one of those things where they feel like as developers and as the publisher, Activision, they may just think that they have to shake up the campaign formula to make them more interesting going forward. Maybe they feel like the linear course of doing campaigns has kind of run its course. Like, I don't know. Like, what is the point of fixing something that isn't broken? And if anything, Modern Warfare 3's multiplayer is kind of like a shining example of why you shouldn't fix things that aren't broken. Like, the game itself has not been selling very well. Skill-based matchmaking is always going to be the biggest topic of discussion within the community. But in general, the things that are working out really well, you never see people really talking that much about it. But the mini-map working again, having movement back, having things like Dead Silence back. The credit class could be better, in my opinion, but, you know, they did add a bunch of core gameplay features that Infinity Ward took away from us. They decided to add those things back into the game. Instead of fixing what wasn't broken, they took the things that we had before and made them as they were previously, and people are happy as a result. Or at least maybe I'm projecting here. I'm very happy with the changes that they made going into the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, and I'm sure plenty of you guys are out there as well. So when it comes to the campaign, why fix what isn't broken? But at the same time, if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over, there's never going to be room for innovation, and innovation is needed in the video games industry. It seems like the COD campaigns were one of the few things that every single year it always satisfied, right? It usually wasn't crazy. Sometimes it was too long, sometimes it was too short or whatever, but in general, the campaigns always seemed serviceable to me in COD. Maybe I'm no ink slasher, I don't really follow it that closely. I don't know all the characters by name or their backstories or anything like that, but I play through it like I'd watch an action movie, go, huh, so that's what happens. and then I jump into the multiplayer. And I feel like the vast majority of people do the same thing. So like, why even take all the time and effort and energy into revamping the entire campaign structure when that structure has worked for over 15 years now? You know, Call of Duty itself, the original one, came out in 2003. It was over 20 years ago, for crying out loud. And they're just going to be changing up the formula just to do it. I don't know. It could be great. Don't get me wrong. It could be fantastic. But it could also be terrible because, let's face it, the Modern Warfare 3 campaign is one of the worst ever. If not probably the worst ever, unless you're counting like the Black Ops 3 campaign or the lack of campaign that we had in Black Ops 4. You know, things like that aside, this campaign was awful. Most of the missions were really boring. The ending was really stupid. I'm not going to jump into spoilers or whatnot, but like, it was dumb. I did not like the campaign here in Modern Warfare 3 at all. And then I hear today that they're basically doubling down on the open world missions going into Black Ops Gulf War. And I'm like, I don't know how much I like that. And I have a feeling it's going to spark some interesting conversation from the community, which is why I wanted to make this video here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Are you open to the idea of an open world COD campaign more akin to Far Cry than a traditional linear Call of Duty title? Let me know why or why not down there in the comments, and stay tuned because Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 starts tomorrow, so expect many videos covering all the multiplayer content that's going to be coming out. Definitely looking forward to that, but until then, hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.